Okay, first off, I apologize for the lighting in here because I just have that lamp. And I told you I'm staying on a couch in the living room. Over here is like a fold out chair. You can't really see that very clearly. That closet door is where I keep all my stuff. The reason why I'm making an audio, you might see a cat eventually run by. Like there's lampshades. Like all this, none of this crap is mine. Like all my stuff's in the closet. Like there's just like crap all over. My camera actually makes it look cleaner than what it is. I got like kind of shook tonight because again, if you are new to me, like listen to my other recordings. He was like, so there's a cat, by the way. See, anyway, listen to my other recordings if you don't know what I'm talking about. But so I come home tonight and I stay out all the time, as you guys know, to avoid being here, except for I have to sleep. He works at night, thank God. And so tonight I come home at like 6:10, and he usually leaves like around 7:30 because I guess he gets something to eat, then he takes 2 buses and goes to work. Okay. So he's in the shower when I come home. So I set up my blankets and everything on the couch and my laptop. I have that open. I put my earplugs in because I have like this like suspicion that he's just gonna come out of the bathroom like naked, and I don't make eye contact with him. I don't look at him because like he creeps me out. Like he just acts weird, right? So if he ever finds like these recordings, I'm like dead, but no one follows me, so like I'll be thrown out probably. But so like he comes out in a towel, right? Like I can see that in my peripheral vision. And then like he walks into the living room and he sits in that chair, and I'm on the couch like facing my laptop. And he's like let me kind of explain, like this is the couch, like that's my blanket, and like the laptop's there. Okay. So he sits down, he's like, I'm gonna cross my legs so I don't expose myself. And I just kind of like was like, huh, okay. He's like, what's so funny about that? I'm like, nothing. And so I'm like looking at my screen because I feel really uncomfortable. So I'm staring at like YouTube videos that I downloaded from the library because I don't have Wi-Fi here. So I'll be uploading this at the library tomorrow. And he's like, what do you got there, Brian? And I'm like, just stuff I've downloaded from the library. Like, because I downloaded like, Python videos to learn Python, downloaded like learn Chinese. Why am I teaching myself Chinese? I have no idea. I can't even pronounce it. We'll get into that some other time. And, like Lifetime movies, the stuff that's on YouTube just to entertain myself when I'm here without an internet connection. And so he's like, what do you got there? I'm like, oh, just stuff I downloaded at the library. And he's like, is it porn? I'm like, no, I don't watch porn. I mean, not really anyway. Like, not one of my things, but I'm not against it or anything. It's just, I don't sit around watching porn. And he's like, wow, we're completely opposite. He's like, you drink your coffee black and you don't watch porn. And I drink my coffee with cream and sugar and I watch porn all the time. And I'm like, oh. Then he's like, why am I sitting here in a towel? I should put something on. And he gets up and he goes like this way and back over around that corner is his bedroom. And I'm like, okay, so he goes. So like I'm still sitting there feeling like really uncomfortable, like staring at my laptop screen. And he comes back in and he sits like he's dressed now, and he sits really close to me, like, okay, like here's the laptop, right? And he sits like right like here, okay? And so like he's literally like a foot and a half from me. Like, how people invade your personal space and seem not to realize it? Well, he's like right inside my personal space. And he's like, What's the matter, Brian? You seem happy. And I'm like, I'm usually happy, aren't I? Yeah. Do I seem okay? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. I could feel my heart start to pound, like, because this is like, again, like I've explained before, like horror movie-atized. So I don't even know where it came from. Like, I didn't mean to say this, but when he's like, I'm not okay at all, I'm like, you're not going to kill me, are you? And he's like, no, I'm not a murderer. And then he went into like these details about his ex-boyfriend that he's still upset about. But like legit, that's how scared I'm getting, because it's like I can't explain to people. It keeps building and building and building from it's really scary. And like I told you, like that other morning in my other audio, I talked about it. Like he wasn't even in this room, and I went to that closet over there and I had it open and I was taking out a shirt, and all of a sudden he's behind me and I hear this voice. Did I wake you? Like, so it's like scary shit. Like it's like shit you see on like movies. And so anyway, so he's sitting here, he's telling me, all this stuff about his ex and how he's depressed, and okay, fine. And then he's like, and he's asked me this before, and he asked again tonight, he's like, am I your type? And I'm like, no. And then he lists off other people, and I'm like, no. He's like, what is your type? I'm like, I don't know. And then like, I'm like, I haven't had sex in 2 years. Like, I don't bother with people. It's just true. Like, I've had that whole event where, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I just haven't. If I met the right person, then yeah, of course. But I'm not hooking up right now. Like, I'm just not doing that. All right. Believe me, I'm no Puritan, but it's just, yeah, okay, 2 years I haven't, like, whatever, I don't care. He's like, wow, you must be a walking hard on. And I'm like, no, not really. And then like, his cat like comes up behind me, and I turn my head to look, because for some reason when he sits close to me, the cat doesn't do this ordinarily. It kind of puts its 2 feet on my shoulder and like kisses my face. But I look to see what the cat's doing, and he's like, she's bothering you, isn't she? Sorry, that noise in the background is the cat on its like pole. And I'm like, no, I just was seeing what she was doing, because whenever you sit there, like she kind of stands on my shoulder for some reason. And he's like, oh, I should move then. But then he doesn't. And then like, he's just like, you have a lot of skeletons in your closet, Brian. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, we all do. I'm like, yeah. He's like, but you know mine, and I don't know yours. And I'm like, well, they're not really that important. Not that I really know his anyway. I mean, like, he tells me stuff, but like, I don't know everything about him. And like, he's just like, but I only see you for an hour a day. One time I got out of work at 6:30 in the morning, and I rushed home, and I was surprised that you weren't here. I'm like, what time did you come in? He's like, 7:30. I'm like, oh. I said, well, I probably left at 7:15, because I do sometimes. Like, I get the hell out of here. And before he gets home from work. And he's like, trying to get to know you, Brian. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't really tell people things about myself. Completely lie. I broadcast myself on YouTube, and I used to have all other channels where I used to show my face, but like whatever, like I don't feel comfortable. Like I get this feeling when he's like that. I feel like, you remember back when you guys were like little kids, right? And like if a stranger, like an adult stranger, was acting creepy around you, how that would feel, and like how you had that instinct to get away. And that's what it feels like. Like, I just keep telling myself, like, okay, like he's gonna go to work soon. He's gonna be out of here. Like, you're fine. Like, you'll be fine. Like, he'll leave. You'll take a shower. You'll watch a movie or something on your laptop, and like you'll go to bed. And I'm like, I'm so angry. Like, I don't have not having any family. There's something else too. But hang on a second. I'll finish this up. So like I want to leave, and I'm like, oh yeah, donation links below, guys, and stuff. Like, no one donates. Like, even if you see like 14 views, like, I don't get any views, right? Because no one's paying attention to this channel right now anyway, and I'm sure it's kind of boring, and I don't show my face, and I'm not entertaining, so and but like no one donates. Like, one person donated like $5 once, and that was it. Like, I don't get anything, and it's like I kind of desperately need it, in part because I'm like, oh, like, get out of here, which I couldn't get out of here on donations anyway, but at least it would help me at the moment, but it doesn't matter. So oh yeah, and if you go to axboy.com, axboy.com, you can be forwarded to my Minds page. I post pictures and like other little video clips. Anyway, whatever. So, okay, like I was saying, I don't have a family. Like, when my parents are dead, and I don't have any siblings except for I have a half sister who's like 15 years older than me, right? But we're not really in contact. And I think I was like crying at the motel about that at one point in time earlier in like the rambling, whatever my videos are called, Ramblings and Nothingness, like part 3 or 4, whatever. So August 4th, I emailed my half sister, who, that's all I have is her email anyway. I know where she lives, but like, that's what we do. We email, have a good Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, Happy birthday. Like, that's it. It's like, it's so fake and circus. I don't even know why I keep doing it, other than the fact that it's family, so I'm supposed to, right? There's a whole lot of shit that went down when my father died anyway. I just know, like, she's not really there for me, at least I suspected that, but I definitely know that's true now. But so August 4th, I emailed her and I told her what was going on, and that I didn't know whose place I'd be staying at yet and whose couch. It's kind of like opened up for the first time in like years, like what's going on in like my situation. This cat is driving me nuts. Hey, stop. And so you have to understand, like, anytime you email her, if it's mundane, like just like something like, oh, have a good birthday, or oh, just I went to the doctor and like blah blah, just tell her something, like she gets like right back to you the next day. Not with this, because she thought I was asking for something, and I wasn't. I knew damn well. I have reasons to know that she wouldn't help anyway. So I knew that already. I just kind of, I guess, wanted to open up to somebody that was technically partially blood. Like, she's a half sister, So I just was in a place, and I did that. And I wrote like a page. Did she write back? No. 1 week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks go by, 4 weeks go by, 5 weeks go by, okay? 5th week. So this was like last week, maybe, I think it was. She writes back, oh geez, just seeing this now. Sorry, my son's been sick. She has 3 adult sons. But she doesn't say which one. I'll get back to that. And she's like, try disability. Even though, like, let me just go write down a sign for that and just pick up a disability check. Like, people are retarded. Anyway, I've explained this to people before. I don't have enough work credits. I'm not allowed to work to get the kind of disability that people are thinking about, and I can't live for free, so I can't do that, which is hence why I'm looking for a job. And yes, I have bad anxiety, and yes, I have all these problems, but I'm pretty sure I can still pull off working a little bit, even part-time, and make more money than what I got from disability. That's beside the point. And then she's like, oh, and try welfare in an emergency. Yeah, thanks. Like, whatever. You're lying that you never saw that email, because like, we had the same mother, and I know eventually the guilt was eating at her. Like, my mom was probably in her head, Cut it out, cat. I have to keep smacking the couch. This cat's like nuts. Now, I'll get to that in a second. So, like, she would have said the son's name. I know her kids. She would have said, oh, this one, because he's had this problem before, or this. No, it was a paragraph. It was quick. It was just, oh, try this and that. Oh, and then she's like, if you need the numbers to these places, let me know. Or if you need a ride, let me know. We'll try to see if we can drive you. Fuck off. Like, I didn't even respond. I figured it took you 37 days to reply to me. If I reply, I'm waiting 37 days, which comes out to like October 17th. I figured it out, because I'm like, I'm not responding. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, oh, okay, thanks. Whatever. Like, I could be on the street, literally on the street, and she wouldn't lift a finger. But anyway, so this cat, sometimes it doesn't have food. It lives in squalor because this place is bad. Like my phone makes it look good, and I'm not even showing you the other rooms. But anyway, it runs around in trash, you know? The kitchen has like empty cans, rotting food, empty cat food bags, unchanged litter. This place smells like litter. It smells like rotting food sometimes mixed with dirty litter. And like before I was here, he was in his room sleeping or at work, and this cat would just like sleep on top of the kitchen cabinet because I think it had like some type of neurotic problem because it was always alone. But then like I came here, and so I'm around, you know, when he's at work, so it's kind of like comes out. But the problem is it was never trained, and it's still young. It's like probably like 2 years old or something, but it was never trained and never loved properly, and he's somewhat like neglectful, to put it mildly, and probably sometimes a little too rough with her. I have stories like that, but I'm not even going to tell that right now. So she acts crazy. So like she'll dig at everything, and I have to like, I think she might be a little bit better since I've been here because I'm like, no, get down, sit down. I take like dry food out of its bowl, like, and I'll give it little pebbles of food so it thinks it's getting a treat. But she just goes wild a lot of times. Like, I feel bad for her. I wish like, because you know the other day, like when he came behind me out of nowhere and I was at the closet, he's like, "Did I wake you?" He said something about like he's like, I think I said this in my last audio, so I'm not gonna repeat it. But like he was like basically like that I hate the cat, and I'm like, no. Like he had said something like, "You wish she was gone," and I was like, no. Why do you want to get rid of your cat? Because I was thinking if he said yes, then I'd find the damn cat a home and let it go someplace nice, you know, where it'd be properly taken care of. So that wasn't going to happen. He talks about getting a second cat. I'm like, oh, Jesus, please don't. Like, first of all, I have enough problems dealing with this one because it's crazy. But it would not be good to have another cat. This poor cat, I feel bad for it. I don't know, guys. Like, seriously, like, it just really shook me up, and I just wanted to talk about it. And I told you guys that a lot of this stuff is my therapy by just talking, because I know not very many people listen, and it just gets it out of me because like I just felt scared. Like I felt scared enough to actually say out loud, "You're not going to kill me, are you?" Because he just reminds me of. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but he just reminds me of somebody, and I'm just hoping that he's just creepy and not going to become violent because I'm not receptive to him, or I'm not paying enough attention, you know, because like he'll text me like randomly out of nowhere. Like he'll text me like today I think it was like, "How do you not be depressed?" And I said, "I don't know, like don't try not to think and keep busy." I mean, that's what I do with my anxiety, right? You know? But actually tonight he was saying something too. He's like, "It's probably weird I tell you all this." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You might want to tell a therapist." He's like, "Yeah, because you're not a therapist and you don't really know me." And I'm like, "No, I don't." I said, "Plus, I can't fix myself, so I can't fix anybody else." He's like, "Yeah, that's true." But anyway, all right, this is going on long enough. I'll upload this tomorrow. You know, again, donation links down below in the description. Axboy.com, axboy.com. I post nice things there, like flowers and stuff sometimes. All right, bye guys.